The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Having someone like T.J. Hockenson as your starting tight end makes you feel good as an organization because he finds ways to get open and gives his quarterback a reliable safety net over the middle or even to the edges. Case in point there, that play for a first down.
Swift going to try up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
We'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
But these guys are going to chomp into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Ryan. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to 4. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 246 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Goff. Flush to his right. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Goff throw over the middle. He finds Williams. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
The Lions on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Goff now to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the close. Free, and that means 4th down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Ready,
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead to about the 33-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Sticking with Walker on second down. 74 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jarrett Davis, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tariq Woolen picks it. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
We're good.
Goff on 3rd down. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught by Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Seahawks 41, Lions 31.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sticking with Walker on second down. And some room to work. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here's Raymond bringing it out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Khalif Raymond. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions. There's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a